Americans held hostage behind enemy lines. Day 47.
Welcome to Hannity, this busy breaking news night, day 47, with hundreds of Americans, their families, thousands of American green card holders eligible to live in this country, thousands of our allies abandoned by Joe Biden in Afghanistan. They are hostages of the Taliban. He's not mentioned our fellow Americans that he abandoned in 31 days. Joe, it's repulsive. And tonight, Joe Biden and his fellow Democrats are more concerned about getting a political win right here at home rather than think about this. Anyway, as we speak, Joe and his fellow socialist comrades, they're now desperate to pass two separate trillion-dollar spending bills, a so-called infrastructure bill that costs $1.2 trillion. On top of that, the other Build Back Better plan, which is a social welfare bill. It's basically AOC's Green New Deal that costs a whopping $3.5 trillion, money we do not have and will never be able to pay back. Keep in mind the whopping $6 trillion in emergency COVID relief spending, that has already been allocated. And for reference, let's go back to 2019. The entire federal budget was only $4.4 trillion. So where are we going to get the extra $10 trillion in new spending that Joe is claiming won't cost you a single penny? Well, in two ways. One, taxes. The Build Back Better plan, it raises taxes on corporations, but they don't pay taxes. You pay those taxes. It raises taxes on small businesses, individuals, and families. And after they take a bite at the apple, when you die, they'll take an extra 61 cents of every dollar you might have in your piggy bank. Everyone in America will feel the impact of these taxes. Doesn't matter if you're wealthy, poor, middle class, somewhere in between. Corporations, businesses will not sit back. They're not going to take the loss. They will pass that tax on to you, the consumer. You will pay these taxes. Everything you buy will become more expensive. And that's not all. The second way the federal government will raise funds is through what they call quantitative easing. In other words, they're just going to print money. Now, this causes inflation. Now, that means your paycheck becomes less and less valuable. And again, everything you buy will once again become more expensive. Your grocery bill will be higher. Everything you buy at the drugstore will be higher. The cost to fill up your gas tank will be higher. To heat and cool your home, that'll be higher. Raw materials like lumber and aluminum, they're already becoming higher and more expensive. And housing and rents will go up as well. And by the way, this isn't theoretical. It's already happening. The Fed has been working overtime to print enough money to pay for the $6 trillion in emergency COVID relief spending. And now inflation, thanks to Joe Biden's horrific policies, is now at a 13-year high. Now, add to all of that economic disaster the fact that Joe Biden gave up the energy independence that he inherited from Donald Trump. Donald Trump accomplished energy independence for the first time in 75 years in this country, and we all benefited. Low cost to fill up our gas tank, lower heating and cooling costs, delivery for all the things you buy in your grocery store, cheaper, you saved money. Gas is now, on average, about $1.50 more per gallon nationwide. Heating and cooling your home goes up again here. And everything you buy will cost more on top of the inflation that he is causing. And that's not enough for this radical Democratic Party. Now, they've gone full comrade socialist. They will not rest until every business, every corporation, every hardworking, successful American is brought to their knees at the altar of big government. They want mother government to provide all, womb to the tomb and cradle to the grave. Housing, food, green energy, child care, medical care, family leave, guaranteed basic income, free college, free health care, even for illegal immigrants. That's what the $3.5 trillion Build Back Better, what they call human infrastructure, is all about. It is socialism. Socialism has been tried under many names, many forms, and everything is based on false promises that will never be fulfilled. Then we all end up being poorer, and no, wrong way. Then they end up being poorer, and as a result, then you look at how much freedom you give up in the name of false security. Now, it's the first down payment, and there'll be more if you allow this to happen, of AOC's Green New Deal socialism. The bill expands Medicare, Obamacare. It includes money for government funding, housing, government-funded medicine, government-funded healthy food. Gee, I really need their healthy food advice. After all, they look so healthy. Joe looks so healthy to me. And, of course, government-funded green energy programs. That will be Solyndra on steroids. And that's not all. The bill also gives billions in entitlements to illegal immigrants. Oh, why, when other countries charge for citizenship, why are we offering illegal immigrants that didn't respect our laws or sovereignty? Why are we offering them, making them pay? $15 million to older Americans who are underserved due to their sexual orientation, gender identity. That's included. $50 million to reduce human-wildlife conflicts in national parks, and billions for a brand-new civilian climate corps to stop global warming. In reality, this is a radical transfer of wealth and power from private citizens to the federal government. Even the guy that's running for New York City mayor, a guy named Eric Adams, I prefer Curtis Sliwa, even he says, you know, in a city of nearly 9 million people, 65,000 pay 51% of the income taxes. That's redistribution. Betsy McCoy pointed out in her article in the New York Post, billions are going to unnamed community organizations for vague purposes like promoting community engagement, providing support and advice. Translation, your taxpayer dollars will fund the payrolls of left-wing advocacy groups during elections. This bill is so extreme that two liberal senators, they are now blocking it. They're not conservatives. Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema from Arizona, Joe from West Virginia, vote with their fellow Democrats almost 100% of the time. They're not a member of the vast right-wing conspiracy, although listening to liberals, you would think that they're evil incarnate, just like every conservative. But even this bill, in its current state, is too much for them. In July, Joe Manchin, he vowed, I'm not going above $1.5 trillion. Still a very huge, unsustainable number, frankly, unacceptable. That is a burden we're putting on our children and grandchildren. But because the rest of the Democratic Party is now completely insane, Manchin and Sinema almost seem moderate by comparison. There's no room for moderates in this radical, comrade, socialist Democratic Party. There's none left, just Soviet-style socialism and others who try to appease them. Nancy Pelosi, I've been telling you, she's not the Speaker. She's Speaker of the House in name only. She answers to AOC and the squad. And now Pelosi is in a full panic if she's unable to pass the $3.5 trillion Build Back Better Socialist Comrade spending bill. There will be a full-fledged revolt in the Democratic Party just in time for the midterm elections. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.